luck out there, MP. These are our biggest rivals. Got to come hard.
Coming right up, the Bucks take... If you're looking for a party this Saturday, you know, Grant, for players that move to a new team in the offseason, have they had enough time to get adjusted?
Well, you know, BA, it depends. Some guys blend right into a new squad, but for others, it takes a lot of repetition to get a feel for your teammates.
And when it comes to the rivalries this team has, MP made something very clear, that his goal was to beat each and every single one in his way.
And one of the objectives of any team is to take down your rivals. MP may be humble, but he doesn't want his game, or more importantly, his team, to be overshadowed. Clearly, that motivation has been a driving factor in their success to this point in those key games.
And the Milwaukee starting five. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Antetokounmpo against Collins. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Portis. The 3-ball. And another miss by Milwaukee. Chicago with the ball. Boy, this team is on a heater right now. 16 wins in a row, and they've shown no signs of slowing down.
And it is very...
Connects again from distance.
And night in and night out, you can count on him to really stretch the defense.
Would you believe he's now tied for 5th most triples in a single season? Antetokounmpo outside. Can they get it? Back to Williams. Jackson, the pass to Lillard. Drains the triple.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And Giannis is an... And again for 3.
And now claiming the mark for hitting the 5th most threes in a season. Wow.
A tremendous feat. It's incredible how he can control the game from the perimeter. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot.
Good! Another from 3.
Yeah, he's been hitting threes at a very high level. We haven't seen many better from deep.
That last triple ties him for 4th most made in a season. Outside, Williams. Pass to Lillard. Down low. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Beyond the arc. And it's Chicago with a board. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is... And again for 3.
And this is amazing. I mean, that moves them into 4th place alone on the list of most three-pointers in a season.
It's been fantastic to witness. A year like this does not happen very often. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, Mr. Perfect in their last time out against the Hornets was a big factor. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
White, he's checked in for LeVert. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Smith, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. For Chicago, Jang, he's checked in for Turner. And Terry subbed in for Dosumu. So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Exum comes in for Portis. Green's checked in for Williams, and Victor Oladipo is subbed in for Jackson.
You just cannot permit Lillard to get into a zone from deep. I mean, once that happens, you can't turn the valve off.
Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Here's Oladipo. It's hauled in by White.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
And a miss there on the triple.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Chicago with a rebound.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Mr. Perfect's got 26.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Outside, Green. And good. Coming on the setup by Oladipo.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Another 3 for Chicago.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Three-pointer. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, PA. Unbelievable.
And that's it for the first quarter in what has been a very lopsided game. Bulls out in front, running away with this one. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
On the floor for Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Smith. Then there's Dante Exum. Then it's Green, and it's Oladipo in at the point. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Here's Green. It's hauled in by White. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And grant the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put 2 guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. The Bucks have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. The shot by Oladipo, no good. The Bulls have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Here's Mr. Perfect, and the layup falls. Mr. Perfect's got 41.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Oladipo finds Antetokounmpo to halt the run. Chicago with a rebound. They came away with a victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
They came away with an easy win last time, due in large part to their work on the glass.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Yep, that one goes. Mr. Perfect's got 45 points.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the dunk.
And Antetokounmpo showing his versatility yet again. His dribble moves are virtually unguardable.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Off target from 3-point range. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. You got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Here's Mr. Perfect. And again for three. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
And so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Here's Oladipo. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
He can't get a shot to go this quarter. Might want to get others more involved.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Good! That's another bucket! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. The Bulls on offense. They're on a 19-4 run. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis' career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Oladipo looking very comfortable from this area, and I think it helps when he's looking to shoot from there.
Here's Mr. Perfect. He's guarded by Oladipo. White against Jackson. Now here's White. He had 16 in the win against Charlotte.
It wasn't just the scoring. He got others involved, too. They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
He buries it from 3. Green's got 6.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Six to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Basketball. Substitution on the court.
And so it's Chicago. Don't see too many 39-point leads in the NBA. Incredible. Defense is setting the tone. Back after this.
18. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
A comeback, I'd say, is unlikely here. I'd say a comeback in this game is less likely than Kenny think fast. Let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Bucks.
They know they don't have to keep shooting.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Karis LeVert is out there with John Collins. Then there's Ayo Dosunmu. Then there's Miles Turner. And it's Mr. Perfect in at the point. That's the group for Billy Donovan, getting going here in the second half. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
The slam from Portis, impressive. Using that size around the rack.
There's the three. Good! Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Outside, Williams. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Collins with the rebound.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field. He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. And his struggles have been apparent, unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
4-3. Oh, connects again. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And the foul called on Caris LeVert. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Milwaukee now. Portis with a screen on LeVert. Releases from 15.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Lets the 3 fly. And again for 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. The Bucks have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the 3. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Here's Mr. Perfect. And he lays it up and in.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Collins with the rebound.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Lillard. Mr. Perfect gets the bucket. Mr. Perfect's got 16 in the second half.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Jackson. Out to the wing, to the inside. Here's Lillard. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Lillard's got 8 points in the quarter.
Hey, Lillard's not the biggest guy on the floor, but I tell you what, he plays with great passion and can do work inside.
The 3 connects from downtown.
Wow. What can you say?
The Bucks have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Pass to Williams. Launches it. Again, the miss by Lillard.
You know, scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Morningstar connects again from distance.
All season long, he's been devastating from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been nothing short of amazing for him as he edges closer to third most three-pointers in a single season. Lillard fires away from way outside. Lillard can't get that one to fall. Here's Mr. Perfect. And it's good. He hits another one.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Oh, and Turner with a block.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner, hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
Another one goes. Incredible. And there it is. 82 points.
This is a game that he will never forget. I know I won't.
Morningstar. Third personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
19 seconds left in the third. Now Lillard. 14 points for him. Jackson outside. Looking to end the run. He can't hit that time. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. So on the floor for Milwaukee, we've got Green. Dante Exum is out there with Pat Connaughton. Then there's Victor Oladipo, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the center position, filling out the middle.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Connaughton outside. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. They can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Going all the way to the rack. Yet another bucket.
90 points, a legendary performance.
We will be talking about this one for a long, long time. Here's Oladipo, and it's Oladipo finishing it off.
And Oladipo's handle is tight now. I mean, so good at freezing the defense and then blowing right by whoever's on him. He's got a nice little hesitation move in his ball handle.
Good! Another from three.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Up the charts he climbs. Now tied for third all-time for threes in a season. Absolutely amazing. And Antetokounmpo, here we go. Jang pulls it in. Jang's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Mr. Perfect. He shoots again, and he takes it up and lays it in.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the Bulls making a change here. Smith's checked in, and a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Connaughton. Williams comes in for Exum. Jackson, he's checked in for Green. And Lillard subbed in for Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Jang. Puts up a 3. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
Look at Lillard rising up there. Wow, didn't know you had that, Dane.
For Chicago, they've gotten almost all of their shots to fall in the fourth. 6 of 7. Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Lillard. Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Pass to Portis. Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires the 3. Counted from distance.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Lillard. Damian Lillard with the rebound. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Bucks.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Bulls.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Mr. Perfect.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Here's Chicago now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass, just sailed it right out of bounds.
Matthews, he's checked in for Chicago.
24, Garrison Matthews.
Lillard looking around. Williams with the screen. The three. And another miss by Milwaukee.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Lillard. Smith left side, clock at 6. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
So no problem for Chicago as they get the win, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that about wraps it up.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.